Welcome, welcome, welcome. I came a little early, guys, because I wanted to go ahead and get this out of the way with you guys. But today, this is the Graceful Healing. Obviously, I'm HP Marlena, High Priestess Marlena, and what I'm doing is bringing to you your divine feminine message for today. So on Fridays, around 8 o'clock, 8:30, last week it was 6 o'clock, we're going to be coming live. I will definitely put out the times ahead of time so you guys know when you can come here. But this is the time where you can ask questions. It's a lot of engagement. But first and foremost, I want to go ahead and provide you your message. So let's see what the overall message is. Of course, come on into the chat. Let's talk and see what's going on. This is also the Divine Feminine today. What I wanted to make sure is that you all are doing well and bring forth the messages that are coming out for the next upcoming week. Things that we need to discuss, things that we need to pretty much be aware of for the Divine Feminine chat for this month. So this is DFF, Divine Feminine Forever. So if you have a twin flame counterpart that you want to get a little more information about, identifying what's going on, a lot of times the people that are kind of here with me, you guys get the opportunity to really, allow me to feel your energies a bit. And so we really get indulged with this. So we're going to continue to do so this week. And I wanted to, wow, okay. All right, well, let's go ahead and get this started. The first message that's coming out is about timing here, guys. Oh, okay. What's interesting is that timing came out, and alongside of timing is friction. So we all know what this is about, right? That timing when you have, issues. But let's go ahead and just clarify this a bit. This is more so, to me, recognizing the best timing for being intuitive about when the best time is to maybe have or get into, I want to say have confrontations or get into confrontations with people or get into confrontations with your significant other or what have you. Yes. About maybe deceptive things that they've done here in the past. This looks like some of you are wanting to move forward this week, definitely. So I just want to show you that. And what's at the base here is definitely, this is indicative to me of the Divine Feminine, the Moon Goddess. We just had a full moon as of yesterday, so I hope you guys are feeling good. I wonder how you guys felt, but I had an amazing day yesterday. And I think the full moon is still going on today as well. So definitely let me know in the comments how you're feeling about that. But right now, I'm definitely seeing some sort of friction here. Like it might be time. Like timing is everything. It's time to take action. I'm nosy. Y'all know I'm nosy. So let's see what we have to do here for the Divine Feminines, because I want to know more about this action. So what came out for you guys is this message of action, the need to take action. But clarify this. So it's time for you guys to take action in regards to anything you're just in disagreement with, things you're not okay with. Some of you may have been walked over here in the past, remained optimistic, but I'm seeing like it's like some of you may no longer be as optimistic as you was in the past, but yet you have not let things go, nor are you expressing love. But I'm seeing somebody here has an issue that pertains to a wedding and some chemistry that you have with a person. This is like crazy. This is all coming out right now. So there's some action that's being taken. It's almost like timing, perfect timing is at hand right now. So let's just see what this is about. Let's clarify this timing a bit. Wow. Beautiful. You guys got the milk and honey as well for the Divine Feminine. So let's see what this is about. The milk and honey is usually about, getting everything you want, everything that's at the end of that rainbow, getting that, that pot of gold, if you will, that you've been waiting for. And this definitely pertains, like I said, to someone who you have chemistry with. There's a strong magnetic attraction with this person. And like I said, in many of you, this is definitely a twin flame. Of course, we're talking more about twin flames here, this counterpart connection. And the chemistry is real. So, but some of you maybe, I kind of want to clarify this here. Some of you or having a problem staying optimistic here. So I'm going to just clarify what this is about. Keeping an open mind. Your keeping an open mind is in reverse here. It's like you're reflecting on perhaps the past and wanting prosperity. And maybe you're feeling like you may not be able to get everything you want. So this is more of like a worrisome energy here. Yeah, then you have seven of wands here, which is about, endurance. You staying in it for the long haul, and it's in reverse. So, and then you have the 9 of cups, which is a wish come true. It's in reverse. So again, it's like some of you may be losing faith that this is working out, but I'm still seeing the timing here. This is still good timing. And then we have not for you in reverse. So it's, again, this is something you're supposed to be doing. This is perfect timing. But let me just get some advice just so I can get some clarity. And I want to look into the emotions of the divine feminine for this upcoming week as well. So milk and honey, let's see what this not for you is for. What is the advice centered around this timing here? What is the advice centered around this timing? Wow. Okay, guys. So there may be some challenges. This is just letting me know here. You guys received the wasp spirit. The wasp spirit is all about sometimes life stings. And so as a result, for our divine feminines, this is just letting you know that when you do come against these challenges, wow, okay, Lord. Whew. Okay, so when you do come against these challenges, the point is not to feel like a failure, not to feel like it's not going to get better, not to feel like, wow, I can't believe this again. This must not be going anywhere. What I was told this week, which I definitely feel like this message is for you this week. Wow. And then the next message here is embrace the in-between. So what I was told this week was, my ears were like ringing. My ears have been like going off the charts. My ears have been so hot lately. And the messages, and I was just like, what is the message? Because it's like almost like it doesn't cool off until I can get the message out obtain the message rather. And the message that I received for the divine feminine, seeing as though I'm a divine feminine myself, they were telling me this also, and to pass it on, was, even when you're going through these challenges, I want to say, like, sometimes you may feel like you need to tell somebody like it is. You may feel like, wow, I can't believe they're still acting like this. Again, it's this energy here of you wanting to give up because you're just like, why am I still going through this ish, right? You're just like, I don't want to do this. And you start to question, is this relationship for me? Now, I always tell you guys, especially when it comes to the divine feminines and masculine relationships, they can be some of the hardest relationships ever. The most love you may feel, you may really feel that person, you may really feel the spirit of your divine feminine or masculine, but nonetheless, it's like one of the hardest relationships you'll go through. And what I'm seeing here is at times you're going to have these hard times, but you have to realize it will pass. Like, because I'm seeing a lot of, like I said, a lot of information here around chemistry, you guys having this romantic, this magnetic attraction, right? And although you have this, and some of you may be married, some of you may not, but although you have this, the whole point is you're going to still come up against these challenges. It's as if you feel like, well, once you got this love of your life, these challenges are going to go away. They're still going to come with their baggage. They're still going to have their baggage. They're still going to, whoever it is that you're dealing with, they're still going to come with stuff that you're not going to agree with. And it doesn't go away overnight. It doesn't go away over 10 nights. It doesn't go away over a year. And it doesn't go away in 10 years. In many cases, it takes a lifetime. And it still doesn't go away. So if you just change your mindset, because that's what I'm seeing here, what came out was act as if. If you can change your mindset to just know that, wow, this is just going to keep happening. It's going to keep happening like this. This is the type of stuff I'm going to have to always deal with. It almost kind of remind me of children, not to minimize it at all, but it almost reminds me of children, or when you're training even a pet or something like that. It never ends. I have I still call him my puppy. I still have a poodle who I've had for almost 11 years come July. And to this day, I thought that it was over. I was like, I shouldn't have to train him again. It's been 11 years. He knows what we expect, not to pee in a house, ... But what I was told by a trainer was, even though they're up in age, they start to get settled in their ways. And so they may not want to do what you want them to do. They're like, okay, we got this. And you've become so laxed with them because you haven't been training them anymore that they kind of start to revert back to whatever they want to do. They're like, I don't know what you expect from me, because you haven't been training me anymore. So I'm just doing me. And it's almost like that with your counterpart as well. Like you may feel like, I've already gone through this. I've already told them what I want. I've already told them, that I didn't believe them when that happened. It was so much deceit in the past. I thought we already passed this. And yet the emotions still come up. Yet the hurt still comes up. Yet those memories still come back. And you still continue to reflect on those memories. So all of that to say, timing is everything. But nonetheless, the time, it never ends in essence. Time is, only we see time as this is something that happened in the past. In essence, when you start to remember certain things and when you start to reflect on certain things, in essence, it's like you're almost bringing it back to right here. It's like the time has now, you're in this current day, still feeling the pain of the past, and it's all happening simultaneously. And so Spirit seems to want to let us know that it's like your mindset again has to kind of change, and know that these things are still going to come up. Know that you're in this phase of the past to the present. You're trying to get to this perfect future. You're still remembering the devastating past, and you're right here in between. So this message here, embrace the in-between, is a message of embrace this time here and now. Good evening. How you doing, guys? By the way, how you doing? So this is definitely about you embracing the here and now. So I just want you guys to just take that message in, because what I'm seeing here, like I said, it was certain things, even with me in my personal life as well. And this is why I think it came up for me, and the message is definitely for you guys also. Just the timing, everything you've been doing, maybe this, again, we have 44 here as well, indicative of the twin flame, and all of that, but yet you still have the wasp spirit. And I feel like many of you want this, like the hard times to dissipate, to go away, to be gone. And what we're seeing here is it's in essence never really going to be gone unless you don't want to feel that way about it anymore. The message is coming up to me. It was a pastor's wife that I spoke to, first lady, and who I'm really cool friends with, and we just have a good time all the time. And she always tells me, and it's so hilarious, she always says how it's like you're still like in essence your counterpart may never grow up the way you want them to, and you have to just realize and be patient and have that compassion for that learning curve that in essence is still going on 40 years later. And so one thing may get better, but then something else may, you see what I'm saying? So one thing may get better, but then something else may come around the corner. Still another piece of that something that you thought was fixed, but yet just another perspective of it, or another angle in essence to it. So it's never really gone. It's almost like you're doing a different phase of it. So, okay, so let's just say, for instance, what's coming to mind right now, maybe like you may have a partner that always wanders, has a wandering eye, and always looking at other people, and you start to feel insecure because they're always looking at other people. So they may in essence stop looking at other people, but what they also may do, something else may come around the corner later where you just be like, okay, so they're not looking anymore, but they're sneaking and watching porn, for instance, or they may be doing something else to where it's catching their eye a different way. All of that to say, the desire for that thing has not left. So, and I don't know if you guys have ever gone through this before, but I've been in situations where and I'll just bring up my pet again, where I've been in situations where I'm like, oh my gosh, I've trained him to the ground, but I'm like, now he doesn't want to think without me. He doesn't want to feel without me. And I'm just like, wow, he's so trained, and now he's afraid to do anything without me. And I hated that. I hate to see that level of fear. I hate to see fear in anyone. And the same thing goes for your counterpart. For your counterpart, your divine feminine or masculine, what have you, your counterparts also may feel the same way. Oh my gosh, they don't like this part of me. But and although you may have beat it out of them, for lack of a better word, because I don't think y'all beat nobody, hopefully, but although you may have gotten out of that, or that person no longer does that thing anymore that you didn't like, although they don't do that anymore, they in your face, they're still doing it because it's still a desire within their heart. So all of that to say, until they really want to, or feel the need to, or desire to, or desire to get rid of that thing that you despise in them, it's never going to go away. So all of that to say, all you're going to do is see a different aspect of it. So what I'm seeing here is you're seeing these different aspects. You're going to see these different aspects, but not, and it's going to be like, why am I going through this again? Again, that wasp spirit mentality. Sometimes life stings, but what happens when life stings, right? What happens when things get hard? When things get hard, that means you're now growing, you're getting challenged. That means now you can overcome another hurdle. Like I said, as a divine feminine, if you're divine feminine, you're a divine feminine forever. DFF, you in the club forever. That means that you're going to be constantly growing with your twin. You're going to be constantly growing with your counterpart. You're going to be constantly growing with your masculine. And that's internal as well as external, you know. And so all of that to say, it's always an ever-changing energy of learning. And sometimes learning hurts. Sometimes challenges sting. But yet, when you get over that hurdle, you're like, wow, I left that in the past. That's over. Thank you, Lord. But then something else comes around the corner, and you're like, another challenge? Really? So the message is coming out beautifully here, especially here in regards to this spirit. So spirit is definitely saying embrace the in-between. Timing is, it can be where you want it to be. You can either leave the past in the past, or you can bring it here in the future. I mean, the present, or you can take it to your future, or you can leave it in the past. But all of that to say, they all can come together. And I'm feeling like a timeline shift here. I'm really feeling that right now. So it's almost like it's all coming in alignment, where you're in your present, you're moving to your future, you still have your past there. It's almost like, instead of it being like this, like a timeline, you know, like your past, present, future, it's almost like it's lining up right now for the divine feminine. And so that's, wow. So spirit, the part of this message here is not to lose faith, because I'm seeing a lot of, wow, maybe this is not for me. Maybe I should no longer endure this. But yet I'm seeing like this major chemistry here. Yet I'm seeing, in some of these cases, it concerns a marriage here even. And I want to get into that because I'm nosy. So I'm going to pull this out. But nonetheless, the time is here for you to obtain your milk and honey. Your milk and honey, that is that, again, whatever this is at the end of the rainbow, that pot of gold, at the end of that wonderfulness, that is what it's time for you to obtain that. And I'm seeing here, don't lose faith. Act as if it's already here. Act as if it's already here. So let's see what other messages come out for you guys. Let's see. Okay. And if you guys have any questions, please leave them below, or you can comment. And I'll be happy. I'll make sure I look at all of your comments. So let's see what else is going on here. So this is in regards to the timing and the friction. I'm gonna leave that here. Embracing the in-between. Okay, good. Oh, wow. Okay. Whew. I didn't see this, guys. I didn't tell you about it. I saw it. I didn't tell you about it. I forgot. Okay, so the next message here is overcoming obstacles. Like, it's time for you guys to take that action. And I feel like some of you feel like, okay, spirit just dropped into my whole, assertiveness. Okay, so we got to talk about the whole assertiveness, taking action. Let me see here. So spirit is saying you guys may need to be assertive right now. Take action as to what you want. That means what you want, you need to say what you want. You need to, and I'm not saying, okay, I already said what I wanted, I already requested what I wanted. No. Spirit is saying this is the time to request what you want. This is the time to overcome those obstacles. Okay, so spirit is also saying, you know, when you have those challenges and you're like, I don't want to, right? Wow. Okay. Being prepared, aware, attention. This is about the reality of things, right? Your connection with another. If you've asked for something, I don't care if it was a week ago, I don't care if it was a day ago. Today is the time that you need to ask for it. This shift is occurring now. So therefore, today is the time you need to ask for whatever it is that you want. And okay, Spirit just corrected me, said not ask, tell. Ooh, ooh. All right, Divine Feminine is about to get deep here. Oh my goodness. Okay. It's time for you to tell them what you want. Tell yourself, if you're trying to also balance out yourself, tell yourself, what is it that you want? This is not the time of asking the question. This is the time of action. Oh, wow. I love it. Desires, your pleasures. Wow. Talk about your goals, your passions, your cravings, what fulfills you. I think I told you guys before. I'm sorry. Oops, my bad. And I'm telling you guys again, I have not forgotten. It's a few times in my life, like I said, where I've really kind of gone off. And last week we ended with me kind of going into that, what I considered in the past to be successful. And I just want to get back into that a little bit with you guys, because I feel like we all kind of have these past perceptions of what we feel as though a successful relationship looks like. Whether it looks like a 50-year marriage, a 40-year marriage, it may look like all kinds of things, but you never know what's going on in that person's marriage. So all of that to say, my perspective, wow, of home, and home just came out, guys. My perspective of success in my home, in my life, was to be able to have a successful marriage and a successful family marriage, all of that good stuff, the whole kit and caboodle, the whole white picket fence, and have my career. Now, I've gone back and forth for many years about whether or not that was even attainable. In many cases, hello everyone, I wanted to say hi to you guys, I see you. But in many cases, it's hard to have both. And I feel like, some of us have drank the Kool-Aid and believing that it can happen however. But the question here really lies in, what is it that you're really asking for? Because if you're saying you want the white picket fence and you want this 50 archetype family lifestyle, all of that, what does that obtain? What does that mean? What does that really mean? What does it mean to obtain that? Now, I don't know if some of you know, and if you go back into your history, and this is something that I wish that we had, more of our elders here with us, and God forbid we lose many during this quarantine, but we got to get the information and learn as much as we can, because a lot of things that we hold on to are due to a lack of understanding, are due to a lack of reality, the reality of the situation. Now, in many cases, in our history, a lot of families stayed together, and they would always say, we'll be staying together for the family. They stayed together also because they could not live, take care of their family without the breadwinner, in essence, the person working, albeit the father, the masculine, what have you. So we all, in essence, many of us grew up in this lifestyle, whether we had it in our life or not. We grew up with this mentality that this is the way it's supposed to look. So if it doesn't look this way, then we are not successful. And then we hold that in, and then we feel less than because we don't feel successful. We don't feel like we have the whole kit and caboodle, and then we're constantly trying to obtain it. We're constantly on this hamster wheel trying to obtain something that, in essence, is not real. And if you look deep into many of these relationships, you will see, or if you ask what was really going on, there's certain relationships in my life that I've always like, oh, I wanted that. I wanted my grandmother's relationship, or I wanted my aunt's relationship. They've been married 50 years. They've been married all their life. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Ray. They've been married for such a long time that I was like, wow, I want what they have. But I can tell you now, and this is just my case, this may not be you. You may not be able to agree with this. You may not be able to feel this message, but that's okay. But in these cases, all of them had some level of abuse, albeit financial, emotional, some level of abuse, to where someone was using their power of providing, or their power of ... this is my home, or their power of their strength, or what have you, to, in essence, keep their feminine in fear of being able to do anything outside of that. So therefore, they then take it. Albeit, even if it's infidelity, even if it's emotional, even if it's physical, even if it's whatever, chemical, whatever it is, they use this in order to kind of, in essence, keep you down, keep you belittled, keep you feeling less than, keep you feeling like you can't do nothing else. Now, I had an epiphany the other day when I was talking to someone, or I was watching something, and I had an epiphany the other day, and I was like, wow, we want this so bad, but don't really understand the cost that came with it and the reasons why they did it. So let me tell you a quick story. Back in the day, I heard this story somewhere, but this is so relevant. It was some story. I don't know if it was a movie or something that I was watching, but basically they were talking about how how they, grandma used to make their ham like this, and she would always cut off the back of the ham and cut off the front of the ham, and would always cook it this way. And so then she taught the daughter how to make the ham. She'd cut it off the same way, and then they would put it in the oven. And then the granddaughter was like, well, why am I cutting off the back of the ham, and why are we doing that? And the mother's like, I don't know. This is just the way I was taught. And then and so she was like, ask grandma, I don't know, because she was the one who taught me. And grandma was like, oh, y'all still doing that? What y'all doing that for? The only reason why I did that is because it couldn't fit in the stove. Because the stove was too small, it couldn't fit the whole ham, so I cut it off so I could fit it. Y'all stove is more than big enough. Y'all can just put it right in there. Y'all don't have to do it the same way. Why y'all doing it the same way? And so just taking that spirit of thinking of why are we trying to fit ourselves in a little box when we have so much more to play with. So in essence, you may have more family support. Back in the day, maybe you didn't have a lot of family, so you didn't have anywhere else to go. So if you did want to leave somebody who may have been abusing you in some kind of way, then you have options. You may have friends. You have money. I was watching something where they were like, I tried to leave. It was something that I was talking to someone or something, but she was saying, I tried to leave at one point, but I couldn't leave because, I did leave. I tried it. I went and got an apartment, got a job, all this other stuff with 4 kids. And my husband wasn't doing anything for none of us. And while I was out there, and I left him because of all the infidelity, and I left because of that. But I went back because I couldn't take care of y'all. I couldn't keep food on the table. I couldn't do dot. And when I would ask him for money, he wasn't giving it. And so back in the day, maybe they didn't have child support like they have where, maybe court was helping and you can sit there and do wage garnishments and all of that to get the assistance that you need in order to get the help that you need. All of these things. And so, I can go on for days, but the point is, it's like we're still holding on to these past concepts of success. And what I've learned over my many years, my many moons, is that simply it's not for us right now. Like the way they lived back then was a reason for it. So they may have taken a lot of stuff. They may have allowed a lot of stuff because they felt like they had no other choices. In many cases, they didn't. But today we can speak up. We can get what we want. But for some reason, we are limited mentally in thinking that all we deserve is what they had back then, not realizing that we have so much more to offer and so much more on the table. Another example is coming to me in regards to just simply think about all the things you have now. You see what I'm saying? Hey guys, how you doing? Yes, it's absolutely generational life patterns. And we're just taking it on, not even questioning it, and asking, and maybe you should ask yourself, why is it that you want this? Why is it that you want it to look like that? Why is it that it's not successful unless you do dot. So it was another example that came to me, and I'm gonna just keep speaking because it's gonna come out. But I'm trying to remember what it was specifically, but Spirit is saying just keep going. But what it was it's like we're trying to fit all these things into this little box. But we're so much grander than that. We deserve more than that. We can have more than that. And really, your level of respect that you receive is based on the level of respect you demand. And so if you're in a predicament where you don't ask for it because you feel like, oh my God, if they're kissing me out, I'm not going to have a place to go, or you're limiting yourself off of fear straight off. Number one, you're limiting yourself because of fear. And then as a result of that fear, you then decide you're not going to go that route because you're like, but what if I can't get what I want? I might as well settle for what I can get. And that's not it either. So all of that to say, what I want to do here, especially every Friday, is to kind of give you guys that encouragement to ask for what you want, get what you want. This is the time for that. And I mean, the first two messages that came out, if you missed it, was time and friction. This is time for you to stop accepting things for what they are. And yes, it's going to cause bumps in the road. Yes, it's going to cause friction. Yes, people are not going to like it. Yes, but that's okay, you know. And so as a result of that, it's just time for you to feel okay with rocking the boat. So that was just beautiful, you know. So just to reiterate, guys, you know, it's time for you to overcome these obstacles, embrace the in-between of you coming out of that old paradigm and moving into the new, right? Act as if it's already working out for you. But first and foremost, know that sometimes it's going to sting and it's okay. You know, sometimes I get to a point, and you guys can tell me if you have gone through this as well, where you've been like, I can't believe I'm going through this ish again. I mean, I can't say it any better. I can't believe I'm still going through this ish. Why do I have to sit there and tell this person over and over again, ... But you do it with children. You do it with your friends. If you don't like something, you do it maybe with your pets. If that doesn't work, you see what I'm saying? You're just like, what the F? Like, come on now, right? It's just time to kind of come out of that. You know, it's okay. Just keep doing it. It's okay. It will get better. What Spirit laid on my heart was every time you do it, it changes something. So you may feel like your words are falling on deaf ears. I remember back in the day, it was a saying they used to say, and maybe it had something to do with children in school, but parenting. You guys remember this on TV? How they used to say something like, just keep, you know, sometimes your teenager may not act like they're listening to you, this, that, and the other, but they say, keep talking, still keep talking to them. I even know with my daughter, I still talk no matter what. You know, I may ask the question, well, how was your day? How are your friends? How was school today? How was da-da-da? You may get one word answers, but in your heart, you may feel like something really going on. So I continue to speak. Because, I mean, I tell you, my daughter can't get nothing past me. She really thinks she does, but she don't get nothing past me. But anyway. But, you know, but it's like, even when I speak, just because it's almost like I can feel, I mean, I know I can feel, but I can feel what she's going through. I can feel what's going on with my children. So as a result of feeling that, I know that they're going through something. But so I continue to still speak. I still continue to speak what's on my heart. And whether or not they're listening or not, or really paying attention, I would say, you know, because I think they're still hearing me, because I don't allow that. Like, you're not going to have no earphones and ish while I'm talking to you. Like, that doesn't work. And your earphones shouldn't be too loud to where you can't hear me if I'm yelling. If I'm calling your name, I'm calling you from the other side of the house, you should be able to hear me. So that means that you shouldn't have nothing too loud in your room to where you can't hear me. This is my house. But nonetheless, you know, I mean, that's the point though. So it's like, no matter what, you still lay it on their heart. They know it's still happening. Goodness, I don't know why Spirit want me to tell y'all all my business. But something happened recently, and I felt good about it. But initially I was just like, I don't know, you know, right? And it was in regards to just me, again, communicating my feelings in a way to where it was like, look, because, you know, people sometimes want to pigeonhole you. If I don't marry you, then what? You know, they may, or if I don't give you a child, then what? Or if I don't buy you this house, then what? You know, so you're not going to be with me if you don't buy me a house? Or if I don't get you a house, or if I don't do this for you, or if I don't do it, you know, they'll turn it around to where they will put words in your mouth. Have you guys gone through that before? Where you're like, hold up, I didn't even say that shit. Like, what? Like, why are you putting words in my mouth? I ain't say that. Why are you making shit up? I did not say that. Or they'll talk over you. Yes. Or they'll be talking over you like, well, I just said so-and-so. You going off right now. Why you going off? Why you going off like that? Why? It ain't even like that, you know? Manipulation, absolutely. And that's all it is. It's a game. And so many of you want to say, you know what, but I don't want to play no games. Let me tell you, you in the game every day of your life. You say, and they make you think you crazy. Yes, they make you think you're crazy, and then you fall for it. And you be like, You know, and it pisses me off when I have friends come back to me. Yeah, but he did say, I kind of yelled at him a little bit when he said, you know, he was raising his voice, but I didn't have to yell back at him. I was like, "I devil is a lie." Yes, you could. I mean, it's okay if you yell back or whatever you did, but it wasn't your fault. It's like they turn it back on you, and only you can make you feel like it's really your fault. They only can manipulate you, or you can only be manipulated if you allow manipulation, if you allow yourself to be manipulated. They may feel like, oh, I'm playing games. Oh, I just manipulated. Oh, I'm going to get them right now. But really, in reality, that's not, you know, if you don't take it, if you don't take it as manipulation, if you don't take it as, if you don't fall for it, rather, if you don't fall for it, then they haven't manipulated anything. As a matter of fact, they can really look like a fool. I'm just saying. And if you call them out on it, they might be like, what? Yeah. I mean, I know you don't want to agree to this right now, or maybe you don't want to admit to this right now, but I know you did ... And I don't need your validation. I know this happened. And whether or not you want to validate it for me or not, this is what I believe no matter what. Oh, all the temper tantrums you have in the world, have them, baby. Have those temper tantrums. You finished yet? You finished with your temper tantrum, honey? Well, I still love you, and I still believe this, and it is what it is, you know. So it's just how you deal with it. And these frictions are not going to stop. And I want and I feel like Spirit really just wants me to let you know that if this is what you want, and if this is the lifestyle you want, if this is the divine feminine time, you know, twin flame relationship that you really want, no, you're going to work. And it's really a learning opportunity for everyone involved, you know, and everyone not involved, but it's a learning opportunity, and through it someone else will learn from you as well. So all of that to say, when people flip things on you, try to manipulate you, make you feel less than, all of that, all you can do is choose whether or not it's going to be your reality. It doesn't have to be your reality, but you can take it on as your reality. Someone can say it's your reality, but you don't have to take it on as your reality. You said, wow, facts. Exactly. Yes. And that's real. And so it's really, again, about, and it's this time for you, for, like I said, I truly believe this is the time for the divine feminine to rise up to their power. Because when you empower yourself, and when we empower one another, and when we encourage each other to rise, then trust me, everyone around you in your circle, it's almost like a domino effect. It's going to be like, oh, dang, they did this and they still feel good about themselves and they still did, you know, maybe I could try that, you know. I remember one time, and I'm not going to say who it was in my family, but any family member I know who watches this, they don't know who I'm talking about. I had a family member who came to other family members and told them about, you know, if so-and-so says so, you know, if something happens to me, so-and-so did it. Because they said they was going to, you know, do something to me. So if something happens to me, I'm letting you know something, they did it. And then when they wanted to get them out of that situation, it was like, oh, move away, come to my house. You know, we live 8 hours away. He's not going to move. You just overnight pack your bags, come on out here. You know, we'll take care of you. If that's what you want, you know, let's do this. And, you know, we'll make sure you're safe, XYZ. And you know what that person said? You're trying to ruin my marriage. Now, it's like you're reaching out for help. In many cases, we're wanting help. We reach out for help. You know, I have people that come to me all the time for advice, but then some people don't want to listen. Some people do. And so you want this help, but you're having a hard time changing your mentality to agree with it. You know, she had children, she had grandchildren. I mean, literally, she's already like 45 years in a relationship. And you're talking about ruin my marriage, like that's all you have. And in her case, honestly, you know, I used to envy it at one point, you know, when I was younger, because I was like, my mother was a single mother. So, and in my family and in our surrounding in the South, it was like, you were supposed to be married. And if you're not married, then something's wrong with you. I know people like that. Yes. And they're all in my family. And I've had to just have compassion for them, honestly. You know, no matter what, if we have any family functions or anything like that, I know they're going to come with that mentality of, oh, or even the color issue. The color issue comes up, you know, the light versus the dark, you know, and all of that comes up, you know, and then, you know, everybody want to floss with their houses and floss with their cars or whatever, you know, like, oh, it's not really the houses and the cars. It's more about your education. My family is more about the oh, well, I have a master's, PhD, but I'm still in school. Like, but you ain't doing nothing with it. What, you 80? Like, are you ever gonna do anything with it? I mean, you know, and you still sleeping on somebody's couch. That's big in the Black families, unfortunately. Absolutely. It is. It is. It's a lot. So all of that to say, again, it's about your decision to succumb to the situation, or to, you know, just kind of bring yourself out of it. Like, to me, I don't subscribe to it. So I grew up in that mentality, and I really feel like that's what's made me strong today. That's why I'm saying, you know, spirit is real here. Because if you really want a relationship that's worth something and you want it to be real, you said competition. Absolutely. Yeah, it's really about competition. Who can do what better than who? And that's what validates them. But spirit is saying, if you want something real, and if you want a real relationship, friction's going to be there, whether you like it or not. It's going to be about how you deal with the friction. It's going to be how you deal with your counterpart, your partner through it. And so that's what I kind of want to talk about on this channel as we're moving through this, you know, on a weekly basis again, you know, kind of, and allow you guys to tell me those times where you have, like, you know, where you felt manipulated. So someone else can learn from it. And I can definitely tell you how to maneuver through it, because I've been there. But I've been, like, dealing with struggles, as everyone has, ever since I was little. You know, people have been jealous ever since I was little. And although I didn't look like they wanted me to look, they still were jealous. Or I didn't look like what they, you know, what they considered to be the cutest thing ever. It was still this sense of animosity and jealousy, and it's crazy to me. I mean, I've even had some mother figures in my life who have been jealous of me since I was a child. And you never realize your power, and you don't understand why, and you may do whatever you can to fight, to help, to get that help from others, or to get that love and all of this from all these people, but they have their own shit. They got their own stuff they're going through. So, you know, so, I mean, it really comes down to really in relationships, family, friendships, all these things. And I'm going to try to bring this to a close. No matter what, with all these things going on, no matter what, you know, again, looking to somebody else for these validations, you're always going to be searching for validation. And someone will always have the power to manipulate you, because they are using their power that you have given them over you. So just to backtrack, when it came to these marriages back in the day, certain people in power, and many times it was the masculine, the leader of the house, the breadwinner of the house, they would always kind of have almost like a foot on your neck, in essence. Like, you can't do nothing without me. And then the church, in essence, supports it in many ways. So again, coming out of that mind frame, coming out of the deception of it all, that's just what's been created for us. You know, I went to, at one point, I was considering going to ministry school. And I was like, you know what? I'm just tired of what I'm hearing. And I'm like, I just wonder, would it be better if I go to school and become a preacher or a pastor or whatever? And it's quite a few things I was thinking about doing. I was like, I want to be a midwife. I want to do this. I done passed the midwife thing on to my daughter, though. So she's going to. But I was like, should I go back to school to do this? Should I go back to school to do that? And in reality, with it, and after doing some research, I realized it was really no need. But after talking to some people who had gone to ministry school, like I said, I know a lot of first ladies, pastors, all of that. You know, I know a lot of them that I know as personal close friends of mine. And they will tell you in a heartbeat that it's really the perception. It's, you know, everything they're learning in school, it's really about the delivery. Now, if you have everyone delivering in a predominantly male environment, and in many of the cases, especially in religious settings, you have all male environments, you cannot tell me that you are not being influenced by your maleness, by your male desires, by your male, what's best for that male, you know. I was going to tell you another story, but, you know, I worked for the union for a long time, and I didn't want to be the president for the longest time. And everybody kept telling me, you need to become president. But we had a male that was president. And I was like, honestly, I don't want to go through the drama. I just want to do what I'm doing. I just want to really help people. But then it got to a point where I was at a wall. Like, I couldn't, it's like a brick wall. Like, I couldn't get past it unless, like, to help to the capacity I thought I wanted to help, unless I became president. So I was thinking about finally becoming president. But again, the reason why I didn't really want to take it on is because I didn't want to take on the drama, but I didn't like to see the manipulation at the top, because that president will always be like, okay, well, what am I going to get out of it? Now, did I tell you that this is the union? And the union is supposed to help people with the employee, like, employee work relations and make sure that they're treated fairly and all of this. And what's coming out your mouth is, what am I going to get out of it? I mean, think about the many times you've heard somebody come out of their mouth like that, where they literally said something, you said, not surprised, right? Where they said something to you, whether it be a counterpart, whether it be at work, whether it be whatever. But because they were in quote unquote power, now again, a power that, we've succumbed to due to our mind frames and thinkings. And granted, I understand sometimes we need jobs, we need to be able to get them. And I do believe that many of us need this, and this is the best thing you could do in many aspects of your life, and everybody thinks differently. So you may have a Steve Jobs mind where you're like, okay, I don't want a job, I want to run things, or a Bill Gates mind, but then you may have, a mind of, just I want a simple life and I just want these basic things. Everybody has different desires, and there's nothing wrong with that. But what I want to make clear is, when you have people in certain places, in certain circumstances, and making you do things that you don't feel comfortable with, or that are beneath you, don't agree with your values, then all you can do is kind of move yourself out of the situation, because that's their values. And so they're doing things according to their values. And if you're in a relationship where someone has a certain amount of values, and their values are maybe limited, and you may have more integrity, or you may have a different level of integrity, or maybe a different perspective of what integrity is, then that's going to be work. It's going to be work. So all of that to say, this paradigm shift that's occurring, especially between the rise of the feminine and rise of the masculine and all of that, and trying to balance that out, it requires work. And this is the time to put in the work. And it's going to be friction. It's going to be hard. Sometimes it's going to sting, but you will get over the battle. You will get over the obstacles. You will be okay. You will be fine. But it's time for you guys to take action. It's time for us to take action. This is not the time to give up, because I'm really feeling this energy in a lot of the messages here. Like, you don't want to express your feelings. You don't want to remain optimistic. You may be having a hard time keeping an open mind about what to do. You said a lot of work. It is a lot of work. It's a lot of work, but you have the strength to do it. You have the power to do it. And just know about one person, I was watching the CJ Walker story. Have you guys watched that? I love that movie. I watched it. I watched it all night. I couldn't stop watching it. It was amazing. But just look at how many people she touched just with her spirit, with her desire, her want to have women. Oh, it's amazing to have women in a place of power. And the people that she asked for assistance, albeit investments and things of that nature, they were like, I don't want you to be in power, because I want my people to be in power. You see what I'm saying? I heard it was good. It's amazing. It's not just good. It is downright ridiculously good. It's just, to me, it felt like a story of mine, and a part of me. And I could just feel like her spirit when I was watching. I was like, oh, that's me. Like, and as you're struggling, you may feel like you're the only one struggling for this, but you will touch someone else, and that person will touch someone else. So it's all about you really staying in your values. What is integrity to you? What makes you whole, divine feminine, right? And so as a result, then you can move on. But I think what we're going to have to do is, just come back weekly. When you have these challenges and you run into these challenges, I'm going to ask you guys to write it down. Write down some of the challenges that you have. And I wish I could go live with you guys, because hearing your voice helps a lot in this. Maybe I can find a way to do it. Yes, honor your elders. Absolutely. There's a way to do this to where I can maybe hear your voice and know what is going on. And maybe I can find a way to maybe pull it up on a phone or another connection somehow, to where I can actually hear your questions. You said, yes, weekly. I love it. Yes. To where I can actually hear your questions, because, when you're going through these changes, I'm telling you, divine feminines, when you're going through these changes, you're going to be met with manipulation. You're going to be met with challenges, and you're going to want to give up. Sometimes you may cry. Sometimes you may yell. Let me tell you how one day, and you guys may think I'm crazy, but I'm going to tell you, and let me tell you how things just move. I'm going to tell you, your power of your voice is so important. And if someone, and many of us have been taught that you're supposed to be meek and mild and subdued, and you're not supposed to speak your truth. You're not supposed to speak. You're supposed to be seen and not heard. And, you're not supposed to be passionate. You're supposed to just kind of take things as they are. In the workplace even, you're just supposed to not be too passionate. When a masculine does it, they real, they strong. But when a female or feminine does it, she's too emotional, or she's too ... and oh my goodness, it must be on flow in town. Whatever. It's crazy. Good evening. I hear good morning. Good evening. How you doing? Is it morning where you are? Let me know, Marion. So all of that to say, guys, it's real. And you're going to be met with the challenges. But like I said, Spirit made it very clear here. You got to express your desires. It's going to be friction that comes with this. And sometimes to move to the next level, it's going to sting. I mean, whenever you work hard for anything, to get a promotion, to have anything in your life, to birth a child, you say it's challenging, but change is, yes, equals growth. Absolutely. Even having a child, you're birthing for how long before that child actually come out? How long does that baby incubating in your body? How long has that egg been in your body before it was conceived with the sperm? How long? And I was told in scientific evidence, I guess that's right now, I was told when I was pregnant with my daughter that her eggs, like when you have a daughter in your tummy, you have already created the eggs in her tummy. You see what I'm saying? So now you are influencing not just your child, but your grandchild when you are impregnated with a daughter, with a female, with a feminine in your body. You're already influencing the next 2 generations. So guess what? You have been influenced 2 generations ago, potential and more, because we already know we're influenced by many things. So as a result, you just got to realize that, remember that. And so as a result, we want to make sure that we break some of these chains, some of these generational curses, and we take things to the next level, divine feminines, because it's real and it's going to require challenges. But if you are willing to walk this challenge with me, I'll be here with you every week. You can come on here and say, you know what? I tried this, but this is what happened. And when you feel frustrated, all I can say is go find a place if you don't want to talk to somebody. And many times you just need to talk to spirit, talk to the atmosphere. The change in the vibrations of the atmosphere around you from your voice is so important, divine feminines. Your voice is so important. And I need you guys to know that, okay? Hi, Jessica. Hi, Imagination. How you guys doing? Welcome. So all of that to say it's important. So today's message is about it's time. It's time to create friction. It's time to speak so you can move things, take action. Your voice allows you and helps you take action. I was about to tell you a story about how I was sitting here one time. I was so frustrated and I was like, let me tell you how I look. I'm not going to tell you everything I said, but you're about to see what I said based off of what I look like. Let me tell you how I look. And I look crazy. And I'm just saying it's okay. But this is how I look. Did I look crazy? I was passionate. I was so passionate about it. I was just like, are you kidding me? You're telling me to do this again? I don't want to do it no more. I mean, damn, no, you're not going to keep putting me through this shit. And this is me talking to the atmosphere, to spirit, to my higher self, letting them know I don't want to do this no more. And it was so interesting because what I wanted to happen happened right after that. It's been a couple times where I was like, I need help, and I just spoke it. I need help. Help me. I don't know what else to do. I don't have Marlene here to ask the question. I don't have the high priestess here to ask the question. You see what I'm saying? So, I don't have that opportunity right now. So what do? You tell me what to do. Ancestors, you tell me what to do. God, you tell me what to do. Angels, you tell me what to do. I'm frustrated right now. It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to let the tears flow. I don't like being in this place. This is hard. I'm frustrated. What am I supposed to do? I can't do this no more. Will it ever happen? Will I ever get past this stage? Yes, you will. Y'all about to have me, like, I'm about to preach up in here. I'm about to get to dancing. Yes, you will. It will help. You will get better. It will improve. And all you have to do is ask for the help. You may just need to speak out the help. You may need to just request the help. And I'm telling you, when I request help, and especially if I mean it, and spirit knows where you are, on the other side of our realm, on the other side of this 3D life that we're living, it's such a great intelligent mind and spiritual realm over there too, where things are really not just happenstance. Where you are is where you were meant to be at this moment. And it's real. You see what I'm saying? And it's okay that you're frustrated. It's okay that you want to give up. It's okay that you feel manipulated. It's okay that you don't want to be manipulated anymore. It's okay if you want to grow past that circumstance. It's okay if you don't want to go in the circle every single time and keep going through the same cycle over and over again. It's okay if you don't want to do that, and let it go and let it go and let it God have it and give it over to God. Let that, and I just feel it releasing. And for somebody here, somebody needs to release that and just let it release. Just let it go. Don't hold it in because your pride is making you hold it in. It's your pride. That's you not wanting people to see a level of weakness maybe, or you don't want people to see you feel that way. You don't want to feel like you're vulnerable. So you don't want to let it go. So like I said, you don't want to look like me. You don't want to look like me and let people see it. That's fine. Go somewhere quiet in the woods, in the darkness, in your room, in a closet, whatever you need to do, and just speak your truth out. And I'm telling you, spirit will provide every single time. So, the message here, the overall message is you can have the best. You do deserve love. You do deserve the absolute best in life. And divine feminines, you can have it. Will it be as easy as you hope? No, it won't, because this world has to change. And we're changing one divine feminine at a time. We're going to change it one divine feminine at a time. And if I can do it, I know you could do it. And if you could do it, trust me, somebody's watching you and they're going to be like, wow, if they're that strong, I can be that strong. Many of our young ladies around us want to see this strength. They want to see it. And in many of especially the millennials, they want to see the strength, And a lot of times they're confused because their bodies are telling them they're strong and they have this, and the power is there, and I know I have the power, but yet they have elders, or they have people around them that's judging them, making them feel less than, or you can't have this, or what are you doing if you do this, and ... Now, like I said, it's not going to change overnight, but it's hard for you to be genuine with yourself if you're looking for validation from someone who's not genuine with themselves. So if we can become more authentic in ourselves and genuine with ourselves, then we can definitely change the world like we need to, divine feminines. But it's time for us to get that power within us to where we recognize that it's okay. It's okay for you to speak. It's okay for you to yell. It's okay for you to put it in the atmosphere, what you need, and have it come back to you. And it will. It will. Oh, Lord. I've been released. How y'all doing? Do we have any questions before I get off of here? I know I had to get that message out, and I came on a little early, guys, but it's no, the problem is these young ones don't have elders anymore. That's true. They've passed on, absolutely. And so, but I have like 5 or 6 or 10 different mothers around me. And so you can become a mother to a young lady who needs guidance, and I mean, even if they do have their mother, you can still be that strength around them. I know I had a girlfriend of mine, and actually it was like my daughter's, best friend's mother or something. And so we would do a lot of things together, but I saw that, it was a level of her where she was too concerned about what the world thought about her. And so therefore she walked in fear all the time, for fear that she would not do the exact right thing that she's supposed to do, whether it be in church, whether it be in life, whether it be in career, whatever. And so she has 3 daughters, and one of them, I was just like, she was mine. She just came through you. She mine now, so I'm just letting you know, it's a wrap. That's my child, I'm taking her on under my wings, because it was just something in her, a fire in her. And if it's not, if it's not encouraged, then many times it goes out. You know, I had a cousin, I remember when I was a little younger, you know, I'm in my 40s now, and I was younger, and my cousin couldn't take care of her children, so they all went to basically her mother. And so it was 3 kids, and I felt like the mother couldn't really give the one whose birthday was the exact same birthday as mine. I said, you guys are going to treat her just like you treated me. She doesn't deserve that. I want her. Let me take her. Let me raise her. And they refused. And I'm telling you, if she didn't outshine all of them in that house, I'm telling you, she outshined them all. And I mean, it was a fight, but people to this day, they say she's the worst one. You know, she's the worst one. But she's also the most successful. She's the one with the biggest heart, all of that. But it's like, again, they want to minimize you because of their limited thinking. So when you have people that are limited around you, they're going to try to limit you. And that's going to happen in your relationships as well. And if your counterpart is not where you want to be, then just know you will be pulling them up by their bootstraps. They won't be pulling them up by the bootstraps. You will be. And it will be through examples. It will be through, you know, not taking on the manipulation. It will be through, you know, you not carrying their baggage. What we have, that happens when you have spiritual gifts. We all have spiritual gifts, honey. So we all can do it, you know. But the point is, we need to help each other. We all got to come together. We got to help each other. So do we have any questions before I get out of here? This was fun, guys. I'm telling you, I was tired, and Lord knows I've been working all day. Oh, by the way, I got to tell you guys about a giveaway that we're doing on Instagram. We're doing a giveaway of the CBD gift box. We're doing a mommy meditation package giveaway every Sunday this month, in the month of May. And as a matter of fact, we're going to have celebrities coming out singing to y'all for Mother's Day. So make sure you come and watch us on IG Live on Sunday at 2 o'clock. That's on CBD Party DC on IG. You can follow me to join the you have to follow me and CBD Party DC in order to join the free giveaway. And we're doing a free giveaway every Sunday, and then we'll send it out to you guys. All you got to do is like share it, join, you know, all you got to do is I think you just got to like the thing, and, you know, join the pages or whatever, follow us. And then you're in the get in the winnings. You can get a winning every week this month. So it's all about mommy meditation this month. And so I want you guys to definitely go on Instagram so you guys have the opportunity to get that. But Raheem Devon is coming. Oh, did I say that right? It's so funny, y'all. I gotta tell y'all this. This is hilarious. So we had to take him his package because it's all in support of the CBD Party meditation package. And so we wanted him to do something for the mothers. So let me tell you how my daughter took the package to him. So he lives apparently in my area. So it made no sense for me to overnight it because it was just too late, right? After we finished the contract and everything. And so she went on ahead and I said, well, if you don't mind delivering it and just make sure you get the name, you know, have them sign for it, whatever, and make sure you find out who it is that you gave it to. So my daughter, being oblivious, she had no idea that she done gave the package to the man. She said, do you mind telling me who is this that we gave it to, that I gave it to? And they said, and he was like, Mr. Devon. She was like, thank you. So she calls me when she gets in the house, when she calls me when she gets back into the truck, and she's like, okay, so I just wanted to let you know, because I said, well, I'm gonna send an email letting them know that, you know, whoever got it. And, you know, she said, and so I said, who did you give it to? She said, Mr. Devon. I said, so you just met Raheem Devon and you didn't even know it? She was like, did I? I said, you just met a celebrity and you didn't even know it? She was like, what? And it was so hilarious. I love it. So we're not going to be on but so long. So basically make sure y'all don't lose it, that y'all don't miss it. We're going to be on live for about 15 minutes, and we're going to pull and we're going to talk to him and see what's going on. But we're going to have him sing to y'all mothers because we love you guys. So Divine Feminists, this is my gift to you. Make sure y'all go over there. Make sure you guys do whatever the directions say, because I want to provide one of y'all with one of these mommy meditation packages. Okay. As you guys know, I've been supporting it all week. So it comes like with the margaritas. You guys get samples of all the CBD items. So we have samples of CBD tincture, the drinks, we have body products, we have all kinds of things, and we're just gonna be giving it away. So I just hope you guys enjoyed that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this Divine Feminine chat this week. Did you guys enjoy that? DFF. So I just want to just shut it down. This was the message, and it stayed up all the time. Time, friction. friction. It's time for the friction, guys. It's time for you guys to rock the boat. And people are not going to like it, but you can come back here every week. This is you. You can come back here every week, because what it's going to bring to you guys is this right here. That's all I can say. It's going to bring you everything you want. You may feel like this is all lost. All the wish come true is lost. You may feel like it's lost. It's not lost. But sometimes life will sting. But act as if it's okay and just keep on going, because you are making a difference. Embrace the in-between. Like, we're too much in a rush to try to get to one place, but embrace where you are. Enjoy the moment. So you're getting away from the old paradigm, moving to the new paradigm. So embrace where you are. Also, guys, make sure you guys thumbs up, please. I appreciate it. Make sure you guys thumbs up. Oh, so if you're in between, embrace where you are. Love where you are. It's okay where you are. This is the challenge of life, but this is what you have come here to experience, this challenge, and to overcome it. So just know that all your obstacles are gone, okay? And embrace the in-between. Did you guys have any questions before I go out here? I almost want to get one more message. Let me see what the goddess message is for you guys. Let me see what the goddess message is for the divine feminine. And I'm going to just get one more, get a couple more bits of advice for you guys for this upcoming week. But I love you guys. Thank you so much. Let's see what's the goddess message here. And I also want to get you guys an affirmation, just in case you guys are challenged. Oh, Lord, I'm starting to get hot. That means they're around, they're around, they're around. Okay, so the message, whoo, Lord, okay. Okay. All right, guys. Wow, I love this. Again, this message is coming out about compassion, guys. Having compassion for others and yourself as you're going through this process. You know, many of you are in a place of feeling like you're at a place of crossroads. It's time for you to come out of that. Go full-fledged into what you want. Embrace your sexuality, who you are. That's a beautiful thing. Don't feel ashamed of anything about you. Let's see what other advice is coming out for the divine feminine for you guys. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, ancestors, angels, loved ones, and friends. Follow the golden rule. Treat others as you want to be treated. So don't get outside of yourself because you feel like someone's done something to you that you don't like. Know this: if you start acting like them, like attracts like. So if you act one way, they will start to act like you. But if you start to act like them, then you have a relationship that's all about them. FYI, just letting you know. Wow, look at this, guys. Accept struggles as a lesson. Oh my gosh. Live your bliss, honey. Choose love over fear. So again, divine feminines, when we've gone through all the things we've gone through and you're so fed up, a lot of times you will succumb to the fear. Choose love over fear. This is beautiful. Give without expectation. Don't do anything that you don't want to do. Do I need to repeat that? Don't do anything you don't want to do. If you feel a tug like, I ain't doing that shit again, but you do it anyway, now you're doing something with the expectation that they're going to do it back or give it back to you. You see what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is right now, do not give unless you want to. And I think last week I said, pull back on giving. Didn't I say that last week? Wasn't that the advice last week? Pull back on the giving. They're saying it again. Do not give if you're expecting something in return. Just don't fucking do it. Just don't do it. No, I don't feel like it right now, but thank you. Maybe next week I'll try it. Ask me again maybe in a month. But right now I don't feel like doing that. I don't want to. Why? I don't want to. Why? Because and follow the golden rule. Again, treat others as you want to be treated. Wow. All these messages came out for Divine Feminine. I'm going to find out what your love message is. I think all of this is about love personally. Whew. Do we need to get you guys an affirmation? Yup, and a lot of other advice, LOL, right? Do I need to get you guys an affirmation? Are you guys good? Can will y'all be good? I've always wanted to do a round table meet and greet with a group of young ladies that, I didn't see the last part. Group of young ladies that, yes, that would be beautiful. Yes, give us one. Oh yeah, that would be beautiful. Yes, send the information. Let's try to do something. I love it. But yeah, with the young ladies even, get the young ladies together. The early bird gets the worm. I know that's right. Tell it. All right, let's see what the last message is. Let's see what the last couple of messages are. Absolutely, I have to speak with it now. I have many I speak with now. Absolutely. Good. That's good. Help the women. Help them. Help the feminines, guys. You got to help the feminines. Let's see what other messages. Ooh, why am I getting so hot? Oh, goodness. All right. What's about to come through now? Okay. What that deal you? What the deal? Let's see. Thank you, Holy Spirit, ancestors. Oh, that came flying out. Didn't that come flying out? I mean, it just went. Oh, wow, y'all. This is beautiful. Have courage to accept and ask for help. I love this. And then at the bottom of the deck, no more complaining. Oh, I love this. If this is not just the best ending to this reading, I mean, this is so on point. This is exactly what I was talking about. I mean, this is so beautiful. It's amazing, amazing how it's just validation, just more confirmation that of the message I gave you guys. I mean, this is beautiful. Just let me just tell you what it says. No more complaining. Now I know some of y'all gonna be like, I ain't complaining about nothing. Yes, you is. Look, don't let me get ratchet. Yes, you is. I got my ratchet look today. Do I look ratchet, y'all? Am I looking a little ratchet today? Anyway, complaints are affirmations of victimhood. Okay? Which is never true spiritually. You're never a victim. Many times we take on this victimhood mentality because we feel like, oh, they did this to me. They did this to me. Wow. They did this to them and you were a byproduct of it. And so it got done to you and then you continue to allow it to get done to you. Who said it? Somebody said it had this wonderful quote and I loved it. It was like the first time they do it, maybe they did it to you, but the second time you allow them, the third time you allow them, the fourth time you still allowing them. You're not like, you've become the victim. You've allowed this to continue to happen. And I would even say even the first time it happens, you kind of allowed it to happen because in essence, we, like I said, I feel like we all have our intuition. In many cases, we all have some internal clock that's telling us, something ain't right about this shit. Something ain't right about this situation right here. Something ain't right about, but you go into it anyway, like, but they said, okay, your intuition's telling you one thing, but what they said overrode your intuition. Damn. Okay. I got a word coming on right now. Oh my goodness. Their words that came out of their mouth overtook what your intuition told you, and I'm sitting here telling you that you guys need to speak. Their words, you took their word over your own intuition, and your advice here today is to speak. Speak because your speaking is powerful. You allowed somebody else's words to override what was in your heart, what God told you, what your intuition's telling you, what your ancestors, spiritual guidance, everybody around you, friends and family, everybody else telling you, blah, 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 blah. And what their words said overrode how you felt. Isn't that some deep shit, y'all? I mean, that's deep. I mean, wow. That's deep. How many times have you guys wanted to do something and then you turn back around and did something else that somebody else wanted you to do, but you're like, no, I really want to do this. Well, they said, so I'm just go ahead and go over here. I mean, that's how powerful people's words are. Okay. I don't know why spirit women give y'all all my business, but so I told you I've been married twice, right? So my second husband, he's a lawyer. And so, of course, his words have a lot of power, and his words on a regular basis gets him what he wants, or it helps him win cases, right? That's what his words do. Mind you, when I was drawn to him, I was drawn to his words. I was drawn to his wisdom. I'm telling you, I would just be stuck at his mouth like this. I would just be stuck and taking it all in. I'm telling you, it was almost like I was an open, Like he was an open book and I was just rewriting his story or something. It's like I was just taking it in. And I tell him to this day, I was like, I think you're a magician. It's like, you alchemist, whatever, to this day. I love him to this day and I still do. But no matter what, I'm telling you, the words that came out of his mouth was so powerful that, I mean, think about it. You know, you said he knew how to work to his advantage. Sure enough. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I bought right into it and I loved it. I'm telling you, I loved it. I reveled in it. And oh, honey, oh, yes, my man's an attorney, boo-boo. Yes, honey. And what? Oh, really? Girl, y'all have no idea what I went through. Like I said I was married twice. I'm no longer married to either one of them. But I loved them to death. I got a daughter from one. I got 2 other kids from another one. I love my ex-husbands. But the point is, I learned so much. And that's why I really want to help others today. I learned so much through those experiences. No, he wasn't, honey, a Capricorn baby. Opposite, honey. My first husband was, though. My first husband was a Cancer, yep. My second one was not. But all of that to say, let me just go back to your advice. All of that to say, your words are so powerful. And Spirit wanted me to lay that on y'all hard. Like, that's how powerful your words are. That it has overwritten your own internal guidance. So all of that to say, we got to shift that today. Time to shake it up. Absolutely, it's time to shake it up, no doubt. So it's time for our internal understanding and our gifts to come out. Your divine feminine, all of you have gifts. All of you have spiritual gifts. All of you have gifts of so many kinds. Did I just make up some shit? Who says that? Of so many kinds? Did I just make that dumb shit up? That sounds stupid, don't it? My bad. It don't sound stupid. I don't judge myself like that. But didn't that sound crazy? Did I just make that shit up? But we have so many gifts, guys, and we put them to the side just because of other people. So all of that to say, I'm gonna let that one go. I think I beat that horse good, right? Standing in our power. Absolutely. So take back your God-given power by affirming that you have an abundance of choices and freedoms. Okay? You said it sounded great, though. You're so sweet. Thank you, Ray. Go, Ray. I love you, Ray. Okay, so with your increased confidence and assertiveness, watch these positive affirmations blossom into reality. Okay, so now that's just leading me. It's like just telling me, get her my affirmation. Y'all apparently need an affirmation. The other message was have courage to ask for. Again, the whole message this go around was about it's time to shake it up. It's time for friction. It's time to ask for what you want. I don't care how many times you asked for it. It's time for you not to ask, but to request. It's time for you to say, I want this, and not take anything else. It's time for you to demand what it is that you want. And it's just as simple as this. I want this, or I'm going to get this, whatever it is, speak it into being. So asking for help is a sign of strength, as is accepting it as it is offered to you. Very often when we ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Did I tell you guys about how many times when I was doing this, I don't want to do this no more. When I was doing that and how things happened immediately, this is what they're saying. So, I've done that before where I've said, God, help me. And then I'll get a ring, a phone call. Maybe not from who you expected it from, or maybe you didn't want that, but if that phone call was right on time. And all I had to do was speak it. And I didn't say it meek and mild. I said it. I was like, I need help. Help me, And so you just got to do it. But some of you may feel too prim and proper to do that. But I'm going to tell you, you better go somewhere else and do it. So very often when we ask God for help, prayers are answered through other people. Be sure to accept this assistance as well as give it to others as you are guided. Like I said, we're going to pass this on. We're going to start it here and we're going to pass it on. We're going to pass on the word. We're going to pass on the upliftment, the encouragement of the feminine. So do we have any questions? I know I keep saying that and I keep saying I'm getting ready to leave, but I haven't left yet. So, but I'm about to leave. Oh, I did say I was going to give you guys an affirmation. Okay. What's the affirmation for the divine feminines? Ooh, why y'all got like 3? Come on now. Come on now. Let me show you what came out. If this isn't just more confirmation, sixth eye chakra, right? Follow your intuition. Patience. Didn't we talk about compromise and recognize it's going to take long, just like even a birthing process? You know, think about how long it takes you to get here. If you've been an egg in your child's womb, or if you are the mother of 2 generations, that means 40 years, depending upon how old you are and how quickly you want to have children, 40 years into the future, you're holding that in your belly when you're pregnant with your child. 40 years ago, you were already impressing upon your child. Isn't that deep? So in this case here, and if it took 40 years for you to overcome, to tell them or to teach them what they teach them now, and then you're having to change that, it may take another 40 years to change that. I mean, I'm just saying, you just got to be patient, divine feminines, okay? And then you guys receive, wow, the man holding the heart. Okay, so we're going to get the affirmations for all 3 of these real quick. Have patience with the man holding the heart. I'm just saying, have patience, guys. So we're going to start off with the 6th chakra. We're going to start off with the 6th chakra. You said that flew out. Sure enough did. So we're going to start off with the affirmation for the 6th chakra. So we're going to do this affirmation together, guys. So let's go ahead and repeat after me like a 2nd grader, but we're going to do it. Let's handle it. I love you guys. Let's do this. My 6th chakra is open to its perfect, healthy state. Is open to its perfect, healthy state. My personal vision guides me. My personal vision guides me. And my thoughts are peaceful and clear. And my thoughts are peaceful and clear. All right, that's one affirmation. Your next affirmation is patience. So we're going to do the patience affirmation. So, of course, we all know what patience is, right? Peacefulness. I'm just saying. Peaceful presence, letting go of desperation. Damn. Oh my gosh. Why Spirit got this in my spirit right now? Why is Spirit doing this to me today? Letting go of desperation. Oh my gosh. You can rewind it, Ray. You can rewind it. Isn't that deep, y'all? Letting go of desperation. Wow. Patience is letting go of desperation. Damn. Woo. That's deep. Because, you know, when we want something really bad, it's almost like we're desperate for it. And I'm not talking about a person. I'm talking about this change that we want to occur. This future we're trying to get to. As if it's going to harm us to get there slowly. Like I said, the message here was to embrace the in-between. Everybody is here. And like I said, the timeline is going from this to this. And so you're still in a timeline. You're still dealing with stuff 40 years ago and 40 years to the future. So all of that to say, this timeline is real, guys. So all of that to say, if you let go of the desperation, that's deep. It's going to happen. So how you want to happen? So are you going to be frustrated every step of the way? And that's what it's talking about. Because really they're saying in essence, you're going to remain frustrated because you're so desperate for it to happen today. You're so desperate for it to happen tomorrow. And I'm telling y'all, it's not going to change overnight. But your change, your spirit, how you feel, all of that will happen in time. But it will not happen overnight. It will not be tomorrow. It will not be 10 years. I'm telling you, that's how long it's going to be. And if you walk in that understanding and in that passion and in that compassion, that empathy, that patience, then you are frustrating your own self less. Damn. You're frustrating you less because you're not going to expect it to be disappointed every time it doesn't happen the way you want it to happen. This paradigm shift requires work. It does. Okay. I just got a download of, they showed me a field of land, a field of grass, a field of, you know, this earth was not created in a day. This paradigm, the patriarchy wasn't created in a day. It was created over generations of patriarchal leadership. with the same mindset being, drug into the next generation, the next generation, the next generation. The rise of the matriarchy is not going to happen overnight. It's going to require work. But if you feel just as passionate about it as I do, you will still get some satisfaction in that you have played a role in it. Every one of us, every little one of us, if you want to call yourself little, every little thing you do, even if you don't feel like you're significant, you are significant. The patience affirmation. I pursue my goals. I pursue my goals with open receptivity. With open receptivity. I am patient and flexible. I am patient and flexible. Willing to receive in many surprising and imaginative ways. Willing to receive in many surprising and imaginative ways. All right, your last affirmation is the man holding the heart. Let's see what this is about. I'm interested. I haven't seen this in a while. What's the last affirmation for the man holding a heart here? The man holding a heart is about a male dealing with family and love and in their emotions. Okay, so this is about you guys being patient with the change, being patient with them, helping them change. That requires compassion. Think about your son, or think about males or your brothers, or father figures in your life. You make changes through, it's not through harshness. You can make gentle changes, Lord have mercy. All right, guys. All right, the affirmation for the man holding a heart. I am comfortable with my emotions. I am comfortable with my emotions. I honor and express them. I honor and express them. In appropriate ways. In appropriate ways. I feel peace. I feel peace. Okay. So this is all about, yes, this is the masculine dealing with the emotions, but this is about you dealing with your emotions too, and you being okay with dealing with your emotions. Like I said earlier, I really felt this energy of someone needing to let go of these emotions, not feeling like a failure. You don't have to feel like a failure. Like I told you guys before, and the last one I was telling y'all how, my ideal of success was, and when your marriage doesn't work or a relationship doesn't work that you've been working at for so long, or you're finally giving up on it, or you're finally giving up on it and giving it to God, or maybe you're finally trusting God that God can handle it and you don't have to be the one to do it. Whatever that is, or whatever that looks like to you, no matter what that is, the point is now you are capable to keep going. You're not a failure. You're not a failure. You're not a failure. You're capable to move on, to do something different. You're not a failure. And I feel like I need to say that to somebody here, because you may be feeling like you're a failure because you didn't make it work. And a lot of times people will tell you it's your job to make it work, divine feminine. It's your job to make it work. And if it's not for you, it will never work. Don't look at it in such a small term. If they're saying that, let me tell you what it really means. My perspective. You need to rise to your power, and then everything will work. But it requires us rising to our power. And that means you need to speak your emotions. That means that you need to speak and not feel not feel like you can't speak. Your words are powerful. We need you. We need your words. We need your love. We need your emotions. We need you. And so many times it's downplayed. Your emotions are real. Your emotions are necessary. Your emotions move things. I know when I grew up in church, it was talking about intercessory prayer. And guess who was on those intercessory prayer? It was women, feminine, praying up a storm. Okay, I've been there where I've needed prayer and have 5 to 10 women hands on praying up a storm for me. We need you. You make things move. I remember at my church, it was called push. Pray until something happens. But the point is, you're a conduit for things to come through this world. You are the birther of this nation. You birth. Albeit a child, albeit words, albeit business, albeit creativity, albeit inspiration, albeit whatever it is. But you are a conduit for things to come into this world, and that's how important you are. All of us are important that way. I need you to recognize that. I need you to love that, and just know when you walk away from here today, that's how important you are. So I look forward to seeing you guys back next week. I love you guys. Blessings, love, and light. Thank you guys for coming. Bye-bye. Whew. It's dark outside, y'all. I hope you guys like that. Thank you. Thank you, Marcia. Whew, that was a beautiful message. Oh, that felt so good. That felt so good. Yes, I'll be there Sunday. I'll see you guys Sunday. And make sure you guys don't forget to go to Instagram to go ahead and sign up for the free the mommy package, the mommy meditation package that we are giving away for free. We're spending this Sunday, so you got to get it in. I think by like Saturday night, so we can put you on the list for Sunday. Get it in by Sunday, and then if you're not on the list for this Sunday, then you'll be on the list for the next Sunday. But we're doing a giveaway each Sunday this month of May. So every Sunday we'll be giving away a mommy meditation package. So make sure you go follow me on Instagram, follow me and CBD Party DC, and just it's a couple things you got to do. You just got to heart it, like it, and share it. That's it. It's that simple. So I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. I'm over here trying to clean up. I'm gonna press the button in 1 minute. Ooh, but yes, and I told you guys Raheem Devon is gonna be there too, singing to our mothers. Yes, guys, yes. So we have a special guest coming, and each month we want to get a special guest to come and just kind of give us some encouragement and things on that site. So if you follow me on Instagram and CBD Party DC, you guys will always know when we're going to have a special guest to come on there. So yeah, this week you said it was very deep. Did you enjoy it? What did you like about Imagination? What did you like? Did you guys enjoy that full moon? Did y'all see that full moon? Did y'all feel the full moon yesterday? I had no idea what was going on yesterday. All I knew was I was like, dang, this is amazing. Did you guys enjoy the full moon? Oh my gosh. Like, I mean, it's still going on, but I felt it like crazy yesterday. Did you guys feel that? Yes, Hunty. Yes. I'm over here trying to put this stuff. Okay. You guys know I use like 100 decks, right? I missed it and I go to sleep too early. I feel you. But no, I mean, did you feel the energy though? Did you feel the energy, Ray? I felt the energy of it. I didn't even know it was a full moon. I mean, I knew it was coming, but it's like I totally forgot. And then when the day was gone, I was like, oh, it's a full moon. I was like, because I had no idea why things were like going so quick, and it was just so on point. I was like, dang, things are happening. And y'all know I'm Cancer, right? Cancer sun. So, you know, I'm really affected by the moon. And the moon works me every time. I tell you, I love it. Y'all want to see some changes? Wait till a full moon, okay? I'm ready to shift, okay? All right, thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you for your messages. I love this. I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.